Parametric equation is what we want to look at. Given y is equals to cos 2t and x is equals to sine t, then we are told to find dy over dx. Now you'll see that y is represented in terms of t and x is represented in terms of t, but then we are supposed to find dy dx. And so dy dx, I can say it is the same as dy over dt because we don't have a direct differentiation of dy dx and then dt all over dx. That's how we are able to link the two together so that we are able to differentiate. Now, what is the first derivative of y with respect to t? This is, we see y is equals to cos 2t. So what I'm going to do is I'll say y is equals to cos 2t. If I let u is equals to 2t, then y becomes cos u. Now, what am I interested in? I'm interested in finding the dy dt. So, dy dt is equals to dy over du times du dt. And we know that dy du is a derivative of cos, which is negative sine u, times du dt is 2. So that gives us negative 2 sine u. So the first part of dy dt is negative 2 sine u. And we know what is u? U is 2t. So dy dt will be equals negative 2 sine 2t. What about dt dx? Remember, what you have been given is x is equals to sine t. So the first thing is I'll have to look for the x dt. And the first derivative of x with respect to t is cos t. And therefore, dt over dx is 1 over cos t. From that, I just get the reciprocal of that value that we got. So, dy dx will be equals to dy dt times dt over dx, which is negative 2 sine 2t times 1 over cos t. So that would give me the solution to that first derivative of the 2 sine 2t divided by the cos of t. So that is a solution that we could leave it there. For some of us who are familiar with the double angles, we could have taken that problem to another level. And the level we are talking about is sine 2t can also be written as 2 sine t cos t. And so if I could write that based on the principle of the double angles or the angle identity, then dy dx can be written as negative 2 times 2 sine t cos t all over cos of t, which will give me negative 4 sine t. And that will give me the final solution. We have been given x is equals to 3t and y is equals to 9t squared. So the first part is to find dy over dx. Again, the procedure is the same. And what does that mean? So dy over dx is equals to dy dt times dt over dx. dy dt is 18t and dx over dt is equals to 3. And therefore, because we need dt dx, not dx dt, therefore dy dx will be equals to 18t times 1 over 3, which will give me the solution of 60 for that case, because we need dt dx, which is the reciprocal of what we found there. Find d squared y all over dx squared. Now, what does that mean? It basically means d squared y all over dx squared is to find d dx of dy dx. And that is find d dx of 60. Now, what is easier? I could use the implicit method, or I could say that since x is equals to 3t, then 2x will be equals to 60. I just multiply by 2. So whenever then there is a 60, then I'm going to replace it with 2x. That's basically what I've said there. So then I could say d dx. Instead of 60, I'll say 2x. And that should give me a solution of 2. That would be the answer for that. Now, if I wanted to use the implicit method, I could have said alternatively d dx of 60 will be d dt of 60 times dt all over dx. And you remember we got dt all over dx. We know that if x is equals 3t, then dx dt is a that. And therefore, I know that this will be d dt of 60 is 6, then times a that. And it would have still given me the same solution, just like the similar one that I have been able to get.